Hello everybody and welcome back to Balake Farms, Chip in Norton. So, yesterday we started on our potato planting. And we realised fairly quickly she does mount through some old tatters, but that's fine. We've filled her up for today. We've still got, I think, 2 and a bit pallets on the trailer. So they'll all be very handy. We're also going to get the worker seeding field, well, planting field, shall I say. I'm going to get some more sugar beet in. Don't know what sort of yields we're going to get out of it, but I feel like 1 potato field might be enough for the crisps. But I do feel like we need quite a lot of sugar, especially for the cider. So I'm going to set him on his way. I've also remembered, just before I come on, to set tram lines up. So now, as you can see, we have set tram lines up. So going forward, the workers and me will leave tram lines for us to drive. So 33 meters is the size of our sprayer. So as long as we don't upgrade it, well, and if we do, we'll have to adjust it accordingly. But at the moment, 33 meters, which is, to be fair, a fairly good size for these fields. So let's get over to the telehandler. We'll move that over to the headlands, and then we can get underway and carry on potatoes. One thing to be mentioned on this map is the headland area for parking vehicles. It's very small. Normally maps give you quite a nice little headland area, but you ain't got a lot on this map. And with you having lovely walls and stuff and hedges, you can't really swing the trailer around. So like, come down there and telehandler, I'll hit that fence, and you can't really swing without hitting the field. It's a little bit annoying, but never mind. Right, I'm going to jump in the fast truck, and we're going to carry on getting our tatters in. I'll see you shortly. we go. The field is planted. So it looks like we've used about 11,000 litres of seed and potatoes there. So quite a bit more than I was expecting really, but we got there in the end. So we'll run this back to the yard. I'll then also go get the Lamborghini tractor and run him back to the yard. Pick up the roller. I might get the worker to start rolling because I think we could do with a trip to the shop. Get some fertiliser. We also need to do the next hay cut because I believe the cows are getting low on food. We don't want the milk to stop. So yeah, 4,718. So they're getting low, not too serious yet. Chickens, we'll just have to nip over there. So see, we've got 4,400 eggs, even better. So we will pop over there as well and feed them. I think we've still got some bags kicking around the chicken pen, so it shouldn't be too serious. Right, I'll run this back to the yard and I'll see you there. Right, so we've run the fast track back to the yard, we've run the planter back to the yard, we've picked up the roller, so just going to get the worker to start rolling for me, get that field done. We don't need to roll the potatoes, so that's nice and easy. I'll head out in the telehandler. I think we'll go pick up some more fertiliser. And then I think we're going to build a windmill tonight, as well as getting the grass cut. So I will see you in a minute at the shop. So here we are back at the shop again. So what I'm thinking is we're going to get another... Where is it? So I think we get another 8 bags of fertiliser because we need it for the apples, keep them going. And I'm also toying with getting some silage because we're going to do some hay in a minute. And we've got straw in the yard, I believe. I'll have to double check. I'm sure it says we've got straw. So then we could do some total mixed rations for the milking cows, hopefully get their production up to 100%, which then means we can get some more milk, because looking at it, they're not producing that well. I need to keep an eye on it because I'm not sure if it's actually gone up any, so we'll see how that goes. But anyway, let's get, how many bales do we reckon we'll need? Should we get 4 for now? Chuck them on the back of the trailer. We've got the money at the moment, so why not? Let's make our cows some total mixed rations. Ooh, 11,968 quid for 4 bales. Ludicrous. We will soon start making our own. I'll get these loaded up and I'll see you back at the farm. Right, and here we are back at the yard. We're going to go and move the worker on to the last field. I'm pretty sure, I'll double check, that the hay is ready to cut, so we might be able to go cut that in a minute. Yep, it's ready to go, so we will go and cut that. You can see the tram lines are working, sort of. A bit patchy. Don't ask me why. But we will nip this to the next field, get it rolled, and we'll get some hay cut, hopefully. So we're going to try and make total mixed rations, but it wouldn't be the end of the world to have hay in there as a backup as well in case we run out, but it's nice to have the cows run at 100%. Once we get a stockpile of hay, we'll start doing our own silage bales and eventually we'll get a silage pit. Make life much easier. Just got to remember, that field is, I think it was field 7 the other one we did yesterday, so we'll roll around here. Field 7. Cut across here. And in we go. Get him set up. We'll jump back in the telehandler. Get these. I bought the liquid for, I realised after we were just leaving, needed some for the sprayer so we can do the potato field because the tram lines are now set up for that, not the lime spreader. So I'll get this all put away, into the orchard. I'll see you in a minute. So now I've just got to find where I put my mower so I can get the grass cut again. So I know we haven't got a baler because I did return it because I didn't think we'd need it so quick. But at the same time, it'd actually be nice to have a little bit bigger baler because those little bales, crikey, did they take some time to pick up. So let's have a look for the mower. I bet you guys will know where it is better than I will. I have a feeling I put it in the shed out of the way. Yeah. No, I'd put it in the shed somewhere. Right. Get this door shut and we'll get that door open. Let's get the mower picked up and get cut in the grass. Before I go and mow this grass, what I was on about with the mill earlier is obviously we need to turn our canola seed into canola oil. So I've been watching Dagwin and Chainsaws multiple, very good season, you should definitely check them two out. And they had a factory of some old windmills. And they're actually very reasonably priced. So here they are. So there's the old Polish one, very nice thing. There's the old American and the old mill, all very reasonably priced. As you can see, £20,000 to have a mill on site. So I think we're going to go ahead and purchase one while we've got a few pennies in the bank. Don't know if to put it directly next to the office or put it down the hill. I think we need to put it down here somewhere. Just to keep, and then we can have a line of productions around here. I know it's going to do that because this map is very, very uneven, but hopefully it'll let us sort it out. Just going to eat into our lovely profits at the moment. So that is doing much better now. Doesn't look too bad. Let's go have a walk down there, or drive, because we're pretty lazy. And here it is. I quite like this old American one. Not many people are a fan of it, but I do like it. So top tip, and Dagwin and Chainsaw taught me this too. See this cover here? You need to open it, or you can't tip any grain in there. So we don't need to activate that yet, but it's just another step onto making money. So back into the tractor, and let's go cut the grass. Right, so that is all mowed. So we'll get this folded, we'll head back to the yard, and let's go pick the tether up. doesn't look like there's going to be as much grass as last time, but hey ho. Any grass is better than none. So we'll get it flipped over, turned into hay, and then we'll get it rowed up, and then we might look at renting a baler or a forage wagon. I think we're going to have to do baler, because then we can make mixed ration. Right, let's put this back in the shed and lose it again. I do need to spend some time and sort all the equipment out, get it in the appropriate sheds, make the yard look a bit tidier then. I see the work is finished, so we are all seeded and planted for this year, thankfully. So when can we expect to be harvesting? Right, so our canola, we planted it early, so August we should be able to start. No, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong bit. We should be able to harvest in July, so that'll be not too long time now. The wheat will be July also, because we did plant it at the beginning, so both will have 4 fields I think to do that. Sugar beet's not until October, so we need that for the cider. And potatoes is August, so harvesting's actually not too badly spread out, which would be nice. There's nothing worse than having all your fields ready on the same day. Hopefully the weather's nice in August, July and September, so we don't get rained off, because that would be a bummer. But as you can see, work is all finished. Left the tractor in the field, typical workers. Never can complete a job properly, eh? Right, I'm nearly back at this field. I'll get it tethered, get it windrowed, and then we'll see what we're doing after. Right, that is it all tethered and windrowed. So we need to make a decision on what we're doing next. Baling or forage wagon. Pretty sure we're going to have to do baling unless we tip the hay in the yard and then use a telehandler to put it in the mixing wagon. We'll have a look at price. It might be cheaper to get the small forage wagon, tip it in the yard, and then scoop it up into the mixing wagon. But it is definitely the messiest way of doing it, so we'll have a look and see what's going to be best. Oh, I'm just going to put this one outside because this is a bit awkward to park in the shed. All these machines are very awkward. Weirdly, this has got assisted steering. Right, let's have a look at the store then. So, we have, is there anything in the used? So there is a baler in the used. We could hire purchase it, but she is steep and we don't want to keep taking too much on a hire purchase. How much is it going to be to rent a baler? Do square bales, much easier. So that's the little one, which it's alright. It's just a bit annoying picking them all up. This is the cheapest bigger baler we have, which will need some time. Yep. How much is that to lease for the day? 8,400. Oof. She's a steep old gal. Or we have the option of having a forage wagon. How much is that? So that's 1,500 quid. So realistically, it's a no-brainer. We need to get this. It's only a babby, but a couple of trips up and down won't matter. So let's get that leased. And we will head and go pick it up. The other thing we do need to do, not going to construction, we need to get the planter off because that is hired in. So, where is it? So we need to return that because we don't want to make a payment overnight. We'll just rent it when we need it again. I'll head down to the shop now and I'll pick up a forage wagon. I'll see you over there. And here she is, sports fans. Our rented forage wagon. She does look tiny on the back of the old JCB. And of course, we've got the beacons on for the road. It's a necessity. Right, we'll head back over to the grass field. See you down there. Right, we're back at the field. Let's get this bad Larry turned on and see what it does. So yeah, it's filling up fairly quick as we knew it would. She's only a baby, which should be ideal for what we want. Eventually we will need a bigger grass field, especially when the other cow pasture runs out. But at the moment I think this should do all of our needs. So I'll get the first load filled up and then we'll go make some total mixed rations. Just going to unload this on the floor. I'm not actually going to unload too much because we don't know if it's going to work. So we're going to call that it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Remember, if you've liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And as always, please subscribe. It really does help the channel grow. Tomorrow, we will try and make some total mixed rations. I'll see you there. Thank you, guys. See you later.